Have you noticed the same animal appearing in your home, on the street, or even in your dreams repeatedly? Many people feel a mix of curiosity, fear, or wonder when this happens. In Islam, animals are more than just creatures of the earth. They can carry symbolic meanings, serve as reminders, or even convey subtle warnings from Allah. Whether it's a black cat crossing your path, a bird that appears in unusual places, or a snake you keep noticing, these moments can spark reflection. The Quran reminds us that every creature is created with purpose. And if we pay attention, these signs can teach us lessons about patience, awareness, and faith. Stay with me until the end to understand what these repeated animal sightings might mean in light of real stories and Quranic guidance. Real stories from today's world. Around the world, people are sharing stories of repeated animal sightings that seem to hold special meaning. In one city, a woman noticed flocks of birds appearing near her home every morning just before a major career opportunity came her way. She began to see them as a subtle sign of encouragement. In another case, a family kept encountering snakes around their property. Though initially frightening, they reflected on it as a warning to be cautious about hidden challenges in their lives. Social media is full of posts about animals appearing unexpectedly. A black cat crossing a path before an important meeting, or a mysterious bird perched outside a window. These stories often stir strong emotions, curiosity, fear, or a sense of awe. For many, repeated sightings become moments of reflection, prompting questions about life, destiny, and the signs Allah sends in the world around us. Have you seen a certain animal repeatedly? Write which one in the comments. Let's see which animals are appearing most worldwide. Animals in the Quran and Sunnah. Animals are mentioned frequently in the Quran and Hadith, often carrying lessons for those who reflect. In Surah An-Naml, we see the story of the ants, demonstrating community, foresight, and cooperation. Their careful planning and communication serve as a reminder of the importance of awareness and preparation in our own lives. Birds are also referenced multiple times, in Surah Al-Ma'idah and Surah An-Naml, teaching lessons of trust, provision, and the beauty of Allah's creation. The Prophet ﷺ also illustrated wisdom through animals. One hadith tells of a camel showing signs of distress, prompting the Prophet to act with care and empathy. These examples show that animals can be symbols, reminders, or even warnings, depending on the situation and the context in which they appear. Observing them with mindfulness allows us to connect with Allah's guidance in daily life. Do you want a video series explaining every Quranic animal story and its lesson for modern life? Comment, animals if yes. Understanding repeated sightings. Seeing the same animal repeatedly can have multiple layers of meaning. Spiritually, it might be a subtle reminder from Allah, encouraging reflection, mindfulness, or patience. Such encounters can serve as gentle prompts to pause and consider aspects of our life that need attention. Psychologically, repeated sightings often happen because we subconsciously notice animals we are already aware of, making them seem more frequent than random chance would suggest. Environmentally, animals naturally follow patterns, migration routes, feeding habits, or human activity, which can explain why we encounter them repeatedly in certain places. Islam teaches balance. These sightings can inspire reflection and gratitude, but they are not signs to be feared or superstition to be followed blindly. Understanding both the spiritual and practical aspects allows us to respond wisely and mindfully. Have you ever reflected on why you keep seeing the same animal? Share your experience in the comments. Specific animals and their meanings in Islam Certain animals carry symbolic meanings in Islam, offering lessons or reminders when seen repeatedly. Birds are often messengers teaching patience, foresight, and trust in Allah's provision. Many people have reported seeing flocks of birds before important life events, interpreting them as signs to prepare or reflect. Snakes, on the other hand, can symbolize hidden challenges or caution. Repeated encounters may prompt awareness of unseen difficulties in one's life or environment. Cats and dogs, long part of domestic life, carry moral and practical symbolism in Islamic history. Cats as clean, observant companions, and dogs as guardians or creatures to respect and manage responsibly. In modern life, believers share stories of repeated sightings coinciding with key changes. A bird appearing before a job opportunity, a snake crossing a path during a moment of hidden conflict, or a stray cat visiting a home that later experiences an important family decision. These observations, combined with Islamic teachings, help us reflect, act wisely, and seek Allah's guidance. Which animal keeps appearing in your life? Comment it below, and we'll discuss what Islam and real stories say about it. Lessons from the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet ﷺ taught us to treat animals with care and respect, seeing them as part of Allah's creation and as sources of guidance. His teachings emphasize observation, mindfulness, and learning from the natural world. For example, the story of the ants in Surah An-Naml highlights foresight, planning, and community, lessons mirrored in the Hadith about the Prophet's awareness of the creatures around him. Birds, too, often appeared in his teachings, demonstrating patience, reliance on Allah for sustenance, and obedience to natural law. Repeated sightings of animals in our lives are not omens of doom or superstition. Rather, they serve as gentle reminders to reflect on our behavior, our environment, and our spiritual state. They encourage humility, attentiveness, and gratitude for the signs Allah places around us every day. Observing these creatures with awareness can help us cultivate patience, mindfulness, and stronger faith. Which lesson from animals in the Sunnah resonates most with you? Write your answer in the comments. Spiritual reflection. Repeated animal sighting can serve as powerful opportunities for personal growth and spiritual reflection. When you notice a particular creature appearing often, take a moment to pause and reflect on Allah's creation, the intricacy, balance, and purpose in every being. These moments can cultivate mindfulness, helping us become more aware of our surroundings, our actions, and our thoughts. They also encourage gratitude, reminding us that every living creature is a sign of Allah's wisdom and mercy. Islam encourages us to observe patterns in our lives thoughtfully, not superstitiously. If a certain animal appears repeatedly, consider it a gentle prompt to seek guidance through prayer, recitation of the Qur'an, and reflection on your intentions. By doing so, you transform ordinary encounters into spiritual lessons, nurturing patience, awareness, and a deeper connection with your Creator. Comment. Reflect if you want more videos linking daily life events and animals with Quranic lessons. Real, global context. Repeated animal sightings are a phenomenon experienced by people all over the world. In India, a family noticed a particular crow appearing near their home before major life events, prompting reflection and preparation. In Brazil, locals reported seeing a certain snake repeatedly along a riverbank, which they interpreted as a signal to exercise caution. Even in urban areas like New York or London, people share social media posts about birds or stray cats appearing in unusual places, sparking curiosity and contemplation. Across cultures, animals are often seen as messengers, symbols, or reminders, though interpretations vary widely. Islam provides timeless guidance, showing us that these creatures can be signs, reminders, or lessons from Allah, while grounding us in reflection rather than superstition. Modern studies on human-animal interaction reveal that paying attention to nature and patterns around us can reduce stress, enhance mindfulness, and increase awareness of our environment, echoing principles found in Islamic teachings centuries ago. Where are you watching this from? Drop your country in the comments and share any animal sightings you've noticed. Remember, the true guidance lies in Islam, the Qur'an, and the Sunnah, not in superstition or fear. Repeated animal sightings are opportunities for reflection, reminders from Allah to pause, observe, and grow spiritually. Use these moments to strengthen your connection with Him through prayer, reflection, charity, and gratitude. Animals are not just creatures around us. They are signs, lessons, and mirrors of Allah's wisdom placed in our world to help us learn and improve. If you want me to make a full video analyzing repeated animal sightings with spiritual and Quranic insights, type yes below.